I change your bum life. You fight me, it's a celebration.
I would beat you.
When you sign to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home, you ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties.
Let's get it all!
Yo, 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 welcome back to the 5th round. As always, your boy Stephen Moustaris. And, you know, for you guys that care or whatever, you know, are excited as I am for this fight, I just posted a video about Rafael Fiziev versus Justin Gaethje. Hopefully they're going to probably fully, you know, officially announce that here soon. But boy, am I excited for that fight. But next topic I wanted to get into, you know, my boy Jon Jones. It's not really a fight announcement or anything like that. It's more like, it's literally kind of like my yearly video that I feel like we're doing nowadays for the last 3 years. Of like, will Jon Jones fight this year? The last 2 years, I remember 2021, he tweeted, "Oh, heavyweight title, it's mine." 2021, doesn't fight. "Oh, heavyweight title, 2022, it's mine." Doesn't fight. And then here we are again, you know, Jon Jones tweeting again on, you know, January 2023, saying, "Oh, 2023 is my year." And it's like, you know, this year, you know, I thought 2021 kind of made sense for him to kind of sit out and let the whole thing play out between like the DC Stipe thing. Let Stipe fight Francis again. Like, I thought that whole thing made sense where to sit out might make sense for him. But 2022, I thought was a for sure lock-in year. I thought for sure a Stipe fight would have happened. I thought the Francis fight for sure might have happened. I don't know what happened this year. Clearly, I know they were trying to get him here at the end of the year in December against Stipe, but Stipe wouldn't do it. And clearly the whole Francis debacle right now. So, like, you know, this is tough for me as a fan because, I mean, I know Jon Jones has taken his shit over the years. Like, I'll never understand why I understand why some of the things he did just because he doesn't want to get in trouble and could be selfish and shit and he's an asshole. I get that. But, like, things he does outside of the ring are not why I'm a fan of him. Like, yeah, I'm sure he's actually a really cool dude, like, if you get to talk to him, but just the shit that he's done, like, it's not something you could stand by and be, you know, I get why he gets his hate, but when we're talking inside of the octagon performance, this man is one of the greatest fighters of all time, if not the greatest fighter in all time. And this is what's so tough is, like, guys, I don't think people understand. This is like, I know he's done so much already, and he'd never fight again, and he's already done more in the sport than anybody else ever has, but, like, this is literally like Michael Jordan sitting out his last 5 years of his prime, or LeBron James sitting out, or Kobe Bryant, or literally whoever Tom Brady sitting out. Like, even though Jon Jones is probably more athletic than Tom Brady, but you know what I'm saying? Tom Brady's definitely the GOAT of football. I don't give a fuck what you say. Winning 6 rings, 7 rings, like, the dude's a dog. So, it's just tough, dude, sitting here being such a diehard Jon Jones fan, because it's like every year you're expecting this fight, and I get it too. Like, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here and be like, because it makes no sense for him to come in and just fight anyone. Like, for him to go back and fight Glover Teixeira again that he's already destroyed, or go back, and the Yuri fight would be kind of cool. It'd be like, all right, like, let me show these motherfuckers, like, I don't care who it is. Like, I'm taking out this young kid, but Yuri blew out his shoulder for the next 2 years. Izzy lost to Jan. Like, I don't think the Jan fight's doing anything for Jon Jones. Like, I get why he didn't come back at 205. In a heavyweight, are you really going to go out and try to fight like a Tom Aspinall? I know that's another bad example because he's got hurt this past year. But, like, you're going to fight Tai, you know, Bam Bam Tuivasa. You're going to fight a Derek Lewis. Like, it only makes sense for your only 2 fights to be Stipe and Francis. And if you want to say Surreal Gone there, maybe, and, like, I know they're talking this whole Curtis Blades thing, but, like, I trust me, I feel I've done videos too talking about how Curtis Blades has been slept on, and the amount of wins that he's had and the amount of things that he's done in his career, other than his 2 losses to Francis and his 1 knockout to Derek Lewis. Like, the dude has literally beat everyone, and there's been people that have done less off of 1 fight than he's done in, you know, 15 fights, and he still never had a chance. So it's pretty fucked up, but it's like, I don't blame the guy for not taking certain fights, and it seems like nowadays, he's the one that wants the fights, and it's like the whole Francis thing going on with his contract. Like, this is where it gets iffy. Like, if I had to put my life on the line, like, I would probably say, yeah, I think we see Jon Jones in 2023, but, like, guys, at the same time, like, if we would be stupid to be kidding ourselves here to be like, okay, you know, yeah, Jon Jones is going to fight, but okay, well, Francis doesn't even have his contract. Like, let's look at that aspect, the Francis contract. That might not ever go through, and we might see Francis say, fuck it, I'm going to go fight Tyson Fury this year or something, or Anthony Joshua for a big bag in boxing. So there goes the Jon Jones thing. Okay, and then what if Stipe, who, a shocker here, I love Stipe and everything about him. I live in Ohio, so, you know, Stipe's a living legend here, but, like, Stipe has never once done anything for the UFC, and he's always done it for himself, which he should, because the UFC doesn't do shit for him either. But they have a terrible, terrible, terrible relationship. And Stipe seems like he doesn't even want to fight unless it's Francis, which I don't blame him. He should want that fight. It's a grudge match, which would make sense. So it's like, it just gets tough, because it's like, what, okay, then you're going to fight Ciryl Gane or Curtis Blades? Like, what happens if you actually do sign up for a fight or actually fight Stipe or actually fight Francis? Like, John Jones could fuck around, do cocaine the night before, and then fucking get arrested and never be able to fight, gets banned forever, or the whole substance things. Like, I would like to believe that he never did, like, crazy substance, but I'm not stupid either. So, you know, it's tough, and I don't know, like, where to lie. Like, if this was a bet right now, like, I'm sure it's favored in his odds that he's going to fight this year. But, dude, like, it's John Jones. It's like, you never know. And as much as I would love to sit here and think, like, the UFC wants him to come back and stuff, like, they've made it very clear over the past 5-6 years. It's like, John Jones, like, yeah, we understand 205 sucked ever since you left, and it's because you cleared out the division, but, like, guess what? We'll take the hit for four years there, where 205 is literally just abysmal. Nobody wants to be there. And then, but Yuri comes up and saves the day, but then he gets hurt. So, I don't know. I don't think the UFC needs him. Like, you can see with Conor shelved. They don't need Conor. Like, they don't need anyone, technically. So, it's just the tough situation if you're a John Jones fan. And I don't know, man. Like, so, okay, even say he comes back. Like, back when he fought Alexander Gustafsson, he was out for so long. Like, I was sitting there like, yeah, this could be a very ugly fight, you know? Like, this could be, I should say the second time around, not the first Alex fight, but the second one where he absolutely just destroyed DC. Like, when he took those years off there, back then, it's like 4 years ago at this rate, whatever that was, 5, I think. It's like, yeah, I wasn't as worried about his time off because it's still John fucking Jones, but it's like now he's definitely getting older, definitely in his 30s, like entering like the latter part of his prime, and it's like he missed all them prime years, so it's like, I don't know, man. It's taken that many years off, like especially at a heavy weight like that. Like, yeah, the guy's going to be maybe slower technically, and no offense to Francis. Like, I mean, if he fought Ciryl Gane, that'd be a real fucking hard fight, like when it comes to speed and everything. But a Francis, it's like, it's just having that one punch, being able to lock in. It's like, yeah, you're maybe not worried the first minute or so, but the whole fight, just knowing that one punch can hit him, and he's got to be on this P's and Q's all 5 rounds, that's where it gets tough. And it's like, so what happens if John Jones does come back and he loses? Like, it's just going to be, it's a tough situation all around. And then we're sitting there like, well, what the fuck? We just saw the GOAT get knocked out or whatever. It's like, you sat out for so long, like he deserves to get knocked out. And it's just tough. And of course, if he wins, like the GOAT of all GOATs, like everybody, you can't deny it. Like, I know the whole steroid thing. Like, if you want to shit on it, you can. But I don't know, dude. It's a tough situation currently. And you know, that's the other thing too, is like, are we going to see Conor fight? Are we going to see any of these big guys fight this year? Like, is Francis Ngannou going to fight this year? So it's a lot of questions going on. But luckily, I mean, for us, we got the Hamzats, the Shavkats, all the Kots, the Manovs, the Magomedovs, all the crazy ones coming up, the young kids that are fucking dogs, and the Islam Makachevs and the Machiavellis, and what I'm saying, like, luckily for us MMA fans, we have, and especially in the UFC, we have a lot of upcoming talent that we're not missing these guys, but for us diehards, like, we're missing these motherfucking guys. Like, we want to see our Max Holloway's fight, our John Jones fight, our Francis Ngannou's fight. We want to see them. Like, that's who we love. Like, we've grown so much into this sport with them, so I'm hoping we can get the fucking job done, but I don't know. I'm just worried. Something just freaks me out with this whole situation. And like I'm saying, if it's not a contract situation, and we end up actually having, the fight or something, I could totally see like something just happening where it cancels out the fight. Like, hopefully it's neither of them, but one of them gets hurt, pulled, little drug thing. Who knows? Who knows what could fucking happen? So I'm just saying, buckle up this year. Just buckle up this year, fans. So this is the 5th round as always. Your boy Stephen Moustaris. Let's go.